What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pro Gamer Manager. The last ride, in the last part, just kind of got into it. We've got some points to spend, which if you've seen me play this game before, you know I suck at spending points. And we're just gonna keep grinding because that's what this game's all about. What do we want to do? Well, I think this is what we did last time, so we'll keep doing it because, like I said, I'm not looking to like min-max this series too much. I'm more thinking about what's gonna be the most fun to do, and let's do that, right? Because this series isn't supposed to be like, let's go crazy try hard and we want to complete this series as quickly as possible. No, this series is more to kind of enjoy the game that we really all fell in love with and that we really enjoy, and just kind of take some time to appreciate what it is that kind of brought this whole channel together, right? Because before I started making this game a little over a year ago, I didn't have very many subscribers. I had a couple subscribers from when I had worked on my channel prior to that point, but that didn't last very long. I think originally when I started the channel several years ago and started posting videos on it, it didn't last very long. It was a couple of months, and then that was kind of it. So, now we have that kind of chance to, really connect with you guys who really brought this channel to where it is today, right? Over 500 subscribers, which is amazing. Back then, I don't think I ever could have even dreamed of having 500 subscribers. I would have just been absolutely thrilled to have 100 subscribers, which now, you reach that point, and it's all about, continuing to be almost ambitious with it, right? So, yeah, I'm striving to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm striving to get higher than that, and whatnot. So, things like, getting to 500 subscribers, amazing, right? But, and I don't want this to sound like, horrible or anything, but, I think it's the right mindset, at least for me. I'm not satisfied with it, right? I strive to get to a better place and get higher and do all that kind of stuff, and, maybe not everything follows with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't make videos every single day. They come out every other day, things like that. Although, starting tomorrow, there will be, Judgment Apocalypse will be back tomorrow. And we will be doing a video every day. So now that I say that, that's technically not going to be true, but there will be a video every single day now. So it'll be Pro Gamer Manager and then Judgment Apocalypse and so on and so forth. Because I am looking to now that I'm kind of being able to get back into it. It's been a year. We're kind of back into this game. I want to be able to now make content more regularly, put more stuff out there for everybody so that, there's stuff for you guys to enjoy. Because I know, for me at least, if I had to wait an entire day to be able to watch something, like, right? So, everybody's got YouTube channels out there that they really enjoy to watch. So if I had to wait a day in between every single video, it would get a little bit annoying. It would get a little bit frustrating. And I realize that, and that's why, I'm aiming to put more content out there every single day so that at least, people will get to see it, and hopefully people will start to, really enjoy my content and, fall in love with it is kind of a stretch, right? I don't think you guys are, like, going crazy. Sold some artwork to your brother's hockey team, $14.95. Not bad. we really are in no position where we're, like, afraid of the first, like, pay period. We've got plenty of money, which is a thing that I know in this game. Now, it's hard to say what I think they should improve, because obviously, as you all know, this version of the game, which is the one we all love, the one we all enjoy, is no longer getting supported, so nothing's going to change, nothing's going to, you know, improve or anything like that. Like I had said in the first part, which you can go check out the first part if you want to hear my full rant, but they are planning on making a sequel to this game, which got a lot of mixed reviews and stuff. I don't know about you, but I am going to play it when it comes out, or play it when it goes on, you know, alpha or beta or whatever. I just hope that this time they don't screw it up, right? It's going to be a new company that's making it. It's the company that is currently, who currently made the DLC or whatever, which is interesting, right? I'd compare this DLC, right, to a game that I've talked about before that I've been playing recently, which is, I would compare this DLC to, like, XCOM Apocalypse versus, like, Terror from the Deep, right? I'd say that, right? Because it's like, I wouldn't say it's an awful game. It's just not... You either like it or you hate it, but you're more likely to not like it, right? That's just kind of... It's not really... I'm gonna say Defender. Why not? I think, you know, you either really like it or you don't really like it. It's definitely a longer... You know, it takes a lot longer for the matches to happen, because it goes through everyone. It has, like, a real cool little graphic thing, which you can speed up, so it's not like it takes absolutely forever. Like, you can speed it up so that you can kind of try to get through it in a decent time. But still, it does take quite a long time. Like, this one, obviously, I hit continue, I hit begin. It takes a couple of seconds for that wheel to spin around, and it's done, and I finished a match, right? Because that's the thing. This game, also with the other one, it's about grinding. The game is all about grinding, and it's supposed to give you that feeling, right? If you've ever played any of these kinds of games and you've tried to, you know, you want to get to the highest rank, you know, of whatever respective game you're playing, whether it be like a CSGO, whether it be a Dota, whether it be a League, StarCraft, Overwatch, you know, Heroes of the Storm, Smite, whatever, right? Any of those games, you know, Call of Duty, whatever, right? You have to grind, right? There's always gonna be a grind. You have to just play game after game after game after game to, you know, get to where you want to be. That's just how it goes. And that's what it's supposed to give you the feeling of. To give you the feeling of, I do have to grind game after game after game to get to where I want to be. But you can't let it literally feel like a grind. If that makes sense. You want there to be a grind, but not completely feel like a grind. Right? This game, there's a grind, and eventually it does start to feel a little bit repetitive. But that's what the talking's for, right? And just, you know, waffling on about nonsense. So, you know, at least that's not, you know, the worst thing. We're gonna go ahead and watch a stream a little bit, get some knowledge. But the new one, the DLC, really feels like a grind. Each match takes I'd say each match probably takes like 3 to 4 minutes to complete. And it's just like this. It doesn't do a whole lot. Not a whole lot comes of playing a match, especially if you lose the match, right? Like 4 minutes later, if your team loses the match, you don't go up in rank, you don't get anything like that. You know, you barely get any, like, XP and stuff like that. So it's like, wow, I just spent 4 minutes doing something that didn't give me really anything. It's an awful feeling, right? Now, obviously, if you've played games, right, and you've played, like, I don't know, a game of League or whatever, and it takes you 40 minutes to play, and you lose, well, you can feel that feeling of, man, I maybe just spent 40 minutes of my life, and, especially if it's a really bad game, it's like, wow, I just spent 40 minutes of my life that I'll never be able to get back playing a game that I did awful at or whatever, right? So, that is a realistic feeling, I guess, that they're creating in the game. But I know, if I were playing this one, I don't want to do that, right? I'm playing a simulation game. If I want to literally feel like I spent time playing, and losing or whatever, I can do that I can actually just go and do that. I don't need to do that in this game. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's the DLC obviously is not complete. It was just kind of put out there, which is another thing why a lot of people and myself are very hesitant on this idea that they're now just completely giving up on that one and now going to make a new game. And I'm just, I don't know. These guys have a really awful track record right now. They have this studio, 501 Studios, has nothing that they've done so far that can, like, back and keep fans, Like, they didn't produce this game, which was decent. You sold some artwork to an FPS clan. I got, wow, $2,000? That's a lot of money. I'm just thinking, a clan? Man, they're really throwing some money out there. And I guess I'm an artist? Okay. But yeah, like, nothing they've done so far, really can, like, back any claims or, so that's why I think, and a lot of people had said it in the comments, and they were like, well, I feel like, and I can understand where they're coming from, and I can understand where the developer's coming from also, right? Where they would be against this idea, right? They said that they should give everyone who had bought a copy, I don't even know where that came from, a copy of this game, give them a free copy of the second game. And I can understand where the player is coming from, right? We spent money on this game. We paid full price for this game. We, put time and all that into this game, and were patient with them and tried to help them to get it right, which they failed to be able to get it right. And now they're saying, oh, well, we'll just have you pay full price for this new game that we're making. And I can understand where the gamer's coming from, where they don't want to pay for another game that potentially could be awful. But I think there's also the point of they are trying to be a little bit more transparent with the development process going forward with this new one. They're going to put it into kind of an open alpha pretty early, or maybe it'll be a closed alpha or whatever, and they're just gonna they're going to use the feedback that the people that are playing it in order to then continue the development of it, right? They're gonna put kind of a groundwork, and then they're going to build off of the experience that the players in that alpha are having, which I think is a very good thing. So we paid our weekly cost, $1,528. Cool. If you can't pay your bills, you won't be gaming for too long. Well, guess what? We've got plenty of money, and that's going to wrap up the episode, guys. I know there was a lot of talk and a lot of nonsense about nothing. Well, I guess it's not really nothing. We were talking about, news about this game, which I guess is relevant to the game. But either way, I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. If you have a comment, question, or concern, leave it down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.